You know, it was over a year ago that I made my return to a company, which later became KWA, and I will not speak of its name then, out of respect for who it stole its name from. But it was over a year ago when I made my return after J Madness tombstoned me into a grave. My first match back was against the then member of the Dark Brotherhood and the king of backyard wrestling, Cyrus. Do you know how that match ended? It ended when J Madness attacked me, and the disqualification gave Cyrus the victory. Tell me, does that make sense to you? Now, Cyrus, I know it's not your fault, and I do not blame you. However, obviously, we have unfinished business, a year in the making. So, I'll get to this later, but for now, I'd like to just make a few points. Cyrus, that match did a lot for my career. It showed the people in the higher-ups of management that I could hang with the best. It showed them that I was worthy to travel and represent in other companies. So you did a lot for my career, and I acknowledge that. And I have great respect for you, Cyrus, for that. And now you tell me that if it's a war I want, all I have to do is ask. I'm not asking, I am demanding my war. And then, while I was getting fired up at the thought of Scarlet Rippering you into submission, you have entered the land of Twitter and you said something on there that sparked a thought. That the people are not appreciating. They aren't giving the spotlight to our war that is brewing. And it occurred to me that you are right. They aren't. They'd rather see people who do backflips and the same people fighting each other over and over again. They'd rather see rumbles full of the same faces. But they aren't as interested in us. So, you see, it occurred to me, we are not as much enemies as we think, because we have a common enemy, and that is the mob, the fans, who overlook us because we don't do backflips and shooting stars. Yeah, we are going to have the most physical and brutal match on that card because we are warriors and we are kings in our own right. And we are waging a war. So, back to this. Whether the fans give us the attention we deserve or not, one Scarlet Ripper is all it is going to take to crush your dreams of becoming the Grand Slam champion. Because I am the king of Ultraviolence. I am the Ripper of the Murder Club. I am Samael. That name strikes fear into the hearts of many. And those who it doesn't will die more brave than most. So, to you, Cyrus, with great respect, I'm going to brutalize you in ways you have never imagined. You will hurt me. I know this, because I know that you are a great fighter. But you have to realize that whatever you do to me, there's nothing that you can do to me that I wouldn't be willing to do to myself to win. I damage myself just as much as any opponent. So I'm sorry, but you will be no different. And to the fans who think that we are not going to have one of the greatest matches in DBW history, you are foolish, you are weak-minded, and you can suck my beast, because we are going to have a highlight reel that will echo through the ages. The battlefield at Total Domination 3 is set. But the war will traumatize you in ways you could not even comprehend or imagine. I am Samael, the World Extreme Champion. And I'm going to be World Extreme Champion for a long time, whether you like it or not.